One thing I think a lot of Naruto fans will agree upon is the fact that Sasuke's character in the Boruto era is continue to undergo very small, subtle changes, and yet changes nonetheless. And in particular, when you start looking at his relationship with Boruto Uzumaki, we're seeing a side of Sasuke that I don't think any of us really thought we were going to see. Like, I know Boruto the movie and the Naruto Boruto Next Generation's anime adaptation for that movie showed us small glimpses of Sasuke being a bit nurturing, and Sasuke, you know, going through and teaching Boruto. Like, we had that really cool scene where Sasuke teaches Boruto the Chidori, but he doesn't actually show Boruto, hey, like, this is how you do it. He just performs the jutsu and says, you'll never be able to perform this because you don't have the Sharingan. But he leaves that challenge out there and he says, like, hey, you might not be able to learn this jutsu, but you can learn other more advanced lightning style chakra attacks if you were to master the fundamentals of lightning style chakra. And when you skip ahead over a year later in the timeline where you have the sparring match between Boruto and Naruto, Sasuke's watching in that hall where all of Boruto's classmates and everyone from the Hidden Leaf Village is just watching, and you see father and son duking it out basically, and Boruto's using some pretty impressive lightning style and water style combos, and he's using some pretty impressive attacks, and even Naruto remarks like, oh, you've really been training. And you got Sasuke watching from a distance, and Sasuke is quietly acknowledging the fact that his pupil has grown more powerful and that the training is starting to pay off. So when you start looking at Sasuke's character, obviously you're going to tie that in with Boruto, but I want to take this opportunity to say I think that the future of Sasuke is going to be more than just him training Boruto. I also think that he's going to be that character who's going to guide Boruto. He's going to guide Boruto through the darkness that is coming, because when you look at it, like, we know that at the end of the Momoshiki arc that Boruto got that karma seal, and we know that some people have compared it to the curse mark that Orochimaru gives out, and while it is different, Sasuke knows a thing about curse marks. And while Boruto is currently figuring out how to use that karma seal, you have to believe that at some point Sasuke is going to make that connection to the fact that the karma seal and this Jogan Eye tend to pop up and flare up when Boruto is getting worked up, and so Sasuke could train him to harness that. But also I think that when you start looking at that flash forward sequence where you have Boruto and Kawaki, if we do have that scenario that a lot of Naruto fans are dreading, if we do have that scenario where Naruto Uzumaki is indeed dead or he's sealed away somewhere and has to be retrieved, I think it'd be a really huge payoff if we have Sasuke guiding Boruto through that darkness, because Boruto basically grew up with everything at his disposal. He never wanted for anything. He never needed for anything. But if Boruto wanted it, he got it. Outside of the fact that his father was never home, outside of that, Boruto's never really wanted for anything. And so for him to potentially lose his father, I think that the Naruto Boruto the movie teased it when they had Sasuke walking up to Boruto after Boruto realized that Momoshiki and Kinshinki took his father, and Boruto is kind of brooding and everything, and he's doubting himself, and Sasuke gives him some words of encouragement. In the anime, Sasuke's asking him, what's your ninja way? Boruto says, well, I never really thought about it, you know, that's really old school. And now if you look at this scenario where Boruto went from fearing for his father's safety to having hope for it, to all of a sudden potentially having his father removed, and the fact that Boruto is a very emotional character, I think Sasuke would be the perfect person to show him that, hey, going down a path of revengeance isn't the answer. Vengeance isn't the answer. If you're going to avenge your father, there's a way to do it. Don't make the mistake that I did. And I think it'd be really cool if we saw Sasuke give Boruto just a genjutsu walk through memory lane, so Boruto knows just what path he's getting ready to walk down. And I really feel as if having Sasuke be there to be that emotional anchor for Boruto, this could be also Sasuke's swan song. This could be Sasuke giving Boruto the final tools that Boruto needs in order to complete his hero's journey. Now, obviously Boruto's hero's journey is going to continue even after Naruto potentially dies, and for those who don't know, that would actually be what's referred to as the death of the father figure, which should be happening around the time that Boruto goes into his inmost cave during the hero's journey. But the fact that you could have Sasuke be there to guide Naruto's son through that would be something very, very beautiful. That'd be something very special, and also it will bring Sasuke full circle. It will bring Sasuke full circle to the fact that he used to be that guy that wanted vengeance. And while I know Naruto chapter 699, did have Sasuke narrating about what it means to be a ninja and how he made mistakes and everything, and how he took back the headband at the end, while that did happen, the fact that Sasuke for a very long time, for over a decade, felt as if he needed to repent for his sins, it shows that somewhere in Sasuke's psyche, somewhere back there, Sasuke still hasn't washed away the stains of his past. And I think that making things right with saving Boruto Uzumaki from the darkness, that could be the way to cement Sasuke's legacy. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think the future of Sasuke should be from a character standpoint? I didn't want to make this video something about Sasuke, battling this super overpowered ninja or something like that, or Sasuke versus Car, because a lot of people have done those videos. I wanted to focus more on the character. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. How do you see Sasuke's character arc continuing in the not only the immediate future of the Boruto anime, but also when the story finally eventually gets to that point where you have the destruction of Konoha potentially by Kawaki? I want to know what you guys think about that. Now, before we get out of here, I gotta do the post notification shout out for this week. And this week I'm going to be going with Yin Yang Gang, and he says, listen man, I love your channel and your videos, but as an anime only person, I'm finding it kind of hard to stay subscribed simply because of the Boruto spoiler videos you're making. I know you deal with the manga more than the anime, but these videos of late kind of ruined the whole appeal of watching it every week. Even the titles and thumbnails kind of lead on to things. Just saying man, maybe do some anime stuff or more strength videos. Not that you have to, but just a suggestion. Now, I thank you for your support. Hopefully you stay subscribed. And I just want to kind of say here for, just to reiterate, I make it clear that the last month of every week, the last week of every month, or the first week of the month, whenever the Boruto chapter comes out, that first week of the month for the next few days, there's going to be completely spoiler heavy content. And I even updated my about section as a way to let, anime only viewers know, like, hey, there's plenty of other content on the channel that doesn't deal with spoilers, but that last week of the month or first week of the month, whenever the chapter comes out, the next 2 to 3 days, sometimes 4 days after the chapter comes out, I'm going to be talking about different things that happen in the manga chapter. And that's because, like you guys know, I talk about the anime and I talk about the manga. So anyone who feels like I might be spoiling things for you, I totally apologize for that. I try to title my videos in a way that at least hints towards the topic, as well as the thumbnail that it hints towards the topic, but I can't do something super vague, because if I do it vague, then nobody's gonna know what the topic is about. And the other thing is, if you don't title exactly what it is you're trying to do, if you don't title it exactly what you're trying to talk about, then people all of a sudden say, hey, you clickbaited me. And that's something I take very seriously. I don't want to come off like a clickbait channel, so that's why everything is kind of titled in the way that it is. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and move towards the comment of the week, which you guys should be seeing on the screen right now. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an incredible day, guys.